This video was called Globalists See Us as Controllable Rats. Now, what I mean by this is, particularly over the last 30 years, we've seen the downfall and deconstruction of society, not only with the transgender and gender fluid movement and the 57 million genders, and also medicating everybody with depression pills, most of all of which people don't need to be on. Tell me how something which dramatically changes your brain waves can help you. And if you see the statistics of the amount of people committed suicide after being on antidepressants, it would absolutely shock you. The globalists want to make it acceptable for everyone to say that they've got some sort of mental illness or some sort of condition. They've been systematically breaking down both the health and the mental frailty of society, and also purposefully making society more apathetic and lazy every day. For example, society's changed so much in recent years that most people, even if they can, don't even cook their own food. Now, I'm not blaming everybody else. I've done it too, but I'm disabled, so it's a bit different. I'm talking about, I don't know what they are in other parts of the world, but in Australia we've got companies like Menulog and Deliveroo, where you click a couple of buttons and pay a delivery fee of $6 or $7 and your food gets delivered. So you don't even have to, it's not even a matter of not cooking. You don't even have to do the age old task of going out and picking up your takeaway food anymore. And of course, there's dating online, and of course, these days in Australia, or I don't know about other countries, you don't even have to pick up your grocery shopping. You don't even have to get out of your car. What you do is you order the grocery shopping online, and you just go and park at the supermarket, park your car, and the grocery boys or girls will even jump your groceries in your boot for you, so you don't even have to get out of the fucking car, right? How lazy and apathetic have we gotten? And the whole reason, I believe, for most of these changes is not to help people, because in my opinion it's certainly not helping them. It's so that when the globalist Agenda 21 and Agenda 30 plan is fully implemented and the AI gods take over most of our jobs, that they're banking on humans are not going to care, because they've become so lazy, so apathetic, and so drained of their ambitions in life that they're not going to care once the AI robots take over all their jobs. They're going to be happy with their universal government income and the ounce of weed the government gives them a week or whatever, and that they'll just, the stupid little humans will just take it and be happy. We have to fight against this. We have to go and do our daily tasks every day as much as we can. We have to go and visit people and have a coffee with them, rather than saying DM me on Facebook or Twitter or message me or whatever. The reasons for Facebook and Twitter, in my opinion, was not only to data mine you, collect all your data and sell it off to third parties, and so the CIA knows what time you take a shit of a morning and everything like that. It wasn't just because of that, right? The reason for the social media companies being formed by the CIA and DARPA wasn't only to gather all your data, it was also to isolate you and make you less socially active. What's also happened is we've become what I like to call the social unsociable society, which means instead of dating the proper way, meeting a woman or a man and taking them out to dinners and having a drink and going out to a bar and things like that, we'll talk to some mythical ghost online sometimes for 6 months before we even meet them. Less and less of meeting and catching up with our friends. We'll just talk to them on Facebook and more and more social isolation. This was a plan by the globalists all along, because the more we're isolated, the easier it is for them to control us. Don't you get it? It's so fucking obvious. We have to do more of the things that we used to do. Sit down and have dinner as a family. Go and do your shopping the old fashioned way. Go and do your banking the old fashioned way. We have to get out of this social construct. And as we've seen in liberal cities, when they've, legalised marijuana and they said it would cut down crime and things like that, crime has actually increased. Amazing Polly put up tweets with reports the other night suggesting that people are going to work stoned and they're getting injured and things like that. I've seen reports from places like Denver where marijuana's been legalised. People are walking around like, zombies, like from The Walking Dead. It's all part of a plan, ladies and gentlemen. And it's certainly not to help people or cut down on crime or anything like that, as they were lying to you and as they were saying. Look at liberal cities in America. There's shit everywhere, there's needles. To put decay and misery right in front of your face, so then you turn around and say, please, New World Government warlords, take me away from this. I'll sign up to the World Government plan if you take me away from this misery. Don't accept it. Fight back against it. Once you wake up and once you see what's going on, I just see the next steps to everything they're doing now like a code. It's so obvious to me, it's not funny. Yes, it's hard to deal with because you're battling trying to wake up as many people as you can. It's just so obvious. Anyway, that is all, ladies and gentlemen.